Hello, everybody. So today, being the day that it is, it always brings me lots of fond memories. And I always think back to this particular day. The particular date was, it was the same date at the beginning of April, and it was the year 1994. Just started off in my first job, and I was joined by a lovely new colleague, and his name was Seamus Hayes. He was a very tall, thin guy, very, very tall. And I remember one day just sitting there thinking, what's he going to do today? And he came over to me and he whispered in my ear and he said, Paul, I'm thinking about applying for a new job. At that time, we were working for one of those US multinationals in South County Dublin, in this place called the BIM Fisheries House. And I looked over and I said, "What, are you serious?" And he said, yeah. He says, "I'm really not happy here. I want to move forward. I want to move forward as an engineer." He wanted to become like a programmer. At that time, we were answering the phones. We were doing technical support, database administration, those things. So he said, "Okay, listen, I've got my CV up on the screen. I don't have a printer at home, so I'm going to print it out using the company network printer." I said, "Okay, no problem. What do you want me to do?" And he said, "I'm going to go over there and stand beside the printer." There was a big network printer, big Hewlett Packard in the middle of the room. And he says, "I'm going to signal to you. And when I signal to you, I want you to press print." So I said, "Okay, no problem at all. I'll do that for you." And he went over there and stood there. And sure enough, raised his hand, raised his thumb, indicating, "Please press the print button." And I thought, given the day that it was, I would be a little bit mischievous, let's say. And what I did was I pressed cancel. And I went to the print job queue in Microsoft Windows and I deleted the print job, not the document, but just the print job. So anyway, Seamus stood on there. He was a very nice guy. And he stood on there for another few minutes and he waited and he waited and he waited. And he was looking more and more anxious as more and more documents were coming through. And it always would say on the first page, your name, Paul McKeown, Seamus Hayes, whoever was printing out the document. And it didn't print out, of course. So he came over to me and he said, "Paul, are you sure you printed out that document?" And I'm pretending to get on with my work and I'm pretending nothing has happened. And I said, yes, I'm absolutely sure that I've printed out your document." So then he thought, "Oh my goodness, that's really strange." He checked the print job queue folder, and of course there was nothing there because I deleted it. I didn't delete the document, of course. I just deleted the job from the queue. So he thought for a few minutes, and during this time, I contacted the receptionist. She was also a lovely woman called Suzanne Reynolds. And Suzanne decided to play along with this game. So Suzanne was in the other side of the building. This was a huge building, like hundreds of people. And she was just down the corridor from the big boss's office. The big boss was a man. He was from Utah in the United States, and his name was Byron Boyd. He's a very tall man, very commandeering, and he was the big boss. So Suzanne decided to play along with us. And after a few minutes, she placed a call to Seamus's desk. And this was just after I told him, "Oh, I know what happened." The network administrator, this was my boss, his name was Anthony Leddy, and he had to reroute the printer queues because there were too many print jobs coming out of our department. And he said, "What do you mean they had to reroute it?" I said, yeah, you didn't get the email, the memo?" And he said, "No, I didn't get the email. I didn't get the memo." And he's starting now to get a little bit frustrated and a little bit frightened, because if the big boss sees that he's applying for somewhere else, he's going to be boom, gone out the window, out the door. So he's thinking to himself, what am I going to do now? And I said, wait, just wait a moment there. I'm sure we can try to resolve this. Go up and look beside Suzanne Reynolds, beside her desk, there's a network printer, and just go and see there if your CV is there. So he runs up there like an Olympic runner, like Carl Lewis at that time. And he went there, and of course he looked through every single document and he couldn't find it. And he was asking Suzanne if she saw something. And of course, she was very good. She kept her composure. And she said, no, Seamus, there, I didn't see anything. And then a few minutes later, she places a call to his desk. He's back at his desk now. And she says, Suzanne, it's Suzanne here. Seamus, it's Suzanne here. Can you come up here? Because Byron, Bud Boyd, he was at the printer just a few moments ago, a few moments before you come up, and he has taken one of your documents. And if you can imagine, Seamus was, as I said, a very tall, very skinny guy, but he was very pale, just like myself, Irish complexion. But he went even whiter than white. He went like a deathly color white, and he just looks at me with these big eyes in his thin, gaunt face, and he just looks at me and he says, John, Bud Boyd has got my CV on his desk, and now he wants to see me in his office. And it was like a man going for execution. He just stood up, and it was like he was doing a death march, and he went up. So he went left, he went straight up the corridor, and he went left again. And as he was going left, he was just about to put his hand up, to raise his hand to knock on Bud Boyd's door. And just at that moment, Suzanne, she was sitting perpendicular to Bud's office. She was the receptionist, the assistant, the personal assistant to Bud Boyd. And she said, Seamus. And he looked at her and he said, yes, Suzanne. She said, April Fool, Seamus. April Fool. When Seamus came back, there were a crowd of people, including myself, sitting, lying on the floor, laughing. He came back, of course, he kicked me. I probably deserved it. But I just thought I'd share this with you as one of the best April Fool jokes there that we ever produced in our little lives. So anyway, happy April Fool's Day to Seamus, to Suzanne, to Bud Boyd, and to everybody else who managed to share that joke in Quarterdeck all those years ago. Yeah, we apologize for messing about. We should have actually been working at that time. Maybe the company might actually still be here. Okay, anyway, that's another story for another day. So anyway, I hope you all enjoyed this, and as always, leave your comments below in the like box, and we look forward to hearing from you. This is me, PG Mac, saying peace out. Bye for now. Hello, everybody, and thank you once again for watching today's video. We hope you got a lot of value from it. Now, remember, we are social, and here are our contact details at the moment appearing on your screen. Now, remember, these are the 3 types of things that we do dramatically different in this wonderful world of digital marketing. We focus on 3 things: the power of video by leveraging the unique power of video in a dramatically different way. Number 2, we help you to build your list, even if you've got a very small list. And we also help you to retarget the people that are already on your list. Now, the 3rd thing that we help people to do is we help them to build a sales pipeline, something that we call a magic sales 11x funnel. And remember, everything is fully guaranteed by our 60-day super duper titanium plated money back, one conditional guarantee. Don't forget about the one condition. You have to do the work. And also, here's the link for, as we promised at the beginning of the video, for our free 60-day video training series challenge. This is vts.icandour.net. And if you would like to book a free one-on-one strategy call, a business upgrade call with myself, PG Mac, here are the details. It's calendar.icandour.net. If you click on that link, then it will take you straight over to my calendar. And if you're lucky enough, there may be 1 or 2 slots still available to talk with me. Okay, those are the contact details once again. So we look forward to hearing from you. And please remember, reach out with any questions or comments that you may have. And remember to like us and subscribe, hit the little bell notification icon below. And we look forward to seeing you very much in tomorrow's video. Thank you once again. And this is me, PG Mac, saying peace out. See you tomorrow. Bye for now.